Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamaśloke Bhakti Bhavati Naitiki Mukhyamitra Jnanam Janashalakaya Chakshurunme Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Bhutale Swayambhuvadana Dada Visvadrantim Vande Shri Guru Shri Tapadakamalam Shri Vidu Vaishnavamscha Shri Vasatrajatam Saharanam Tansajay Sadvaitam Sarvabhutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Padaman Sarvadalita Shri Shambhikamascha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prishabhamaste Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandubhya Eva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Puranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Mukham Karoti Vacharam Bhagwan Nandayate Yatra Bhagam Namaste Shri Guru Devatharanam Shri Paramanandam Bhagavam Shri Chaitanya Vishwaram Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Devi Govardhani Charma Vishesha Sindhvadi Parascha Hare Krishna Prabhu's Mataji's my sincere apologies for the delay. This mistake is on our side also that we started then starting became even difficult, heavier than usual. But yesterday when we went back, we told about such a wonderful place, like place like here. So some of the devotees said they also want to see. So it was nice that they could also come today. Thank you so much, Sriram Prabhu. You created a Vaikuntha for all of us too. We feel so bright, like the lights are all so bright, like that our life also becomes bright. Just by this is the beauty of glorified Krishna. If the building becomes so beautiful when it is built for glorify Krishna, then if our life is dedicated for glorify Krishna, how much more our life will be also shining like this, isn't it? This is a secret. There are so many difficulties we have to face. While coming also, there's so much traffic and we were wondering whether we will be able to reach on time and all that. And same way, while building this also, there have been a lot of challenges. So while we travel and all this, also so many uncertainties, difficulties, challenges are there. But everything becomes smooth the moment we take to Krishna consciousness. That is the moment we dedicate ourselves in the service of Guru and Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. And he is the one sitting there and orchestrating the whole thing. Simplest way, no need to struggle at all. Just keep Prabhupada's Murti in the building first, rest everything he will take care. Isn't it, Prabhu? How many buildings, how many genders you are managing and building and all. So we'll quickly, we have a little less time today, but we'll try to understand some, the topic which we wanted to discuss in the last 2 days was how to receive Srimad Bhagavatam in our life. When you talk about receiving Srimad Bhagavatam, the actual meaning is how to imbibe the qualities exhibited by the devotees. They teach us a way called Bhagavadiya way. Those who are followers of Bhagavatam are called Bhagavadiyas. Their life is only about serving Krishna, glorifying Krishna and his devotees, serving Krishna and his devotees, nothing else. And if we follow the footsteps, our life also becomes glorious like that. So this will be, can you get some water? Some warm water will be better. Hot water. Hot water. So, and phones please be on silent mode for just half an hour at least. So when we see through the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, the specialty of Srimad Bhagavatam is that it doesn't tell only like be humble, be honest, be grateful, be surrendered, be faithful. It doesn't give instructions alone and goes away. In Srimad Bhagavatam, the thing is that they show who was humble and what he got out of it, who was proud and what he got out of it. All these kind of thank you. All these kinds of personal examples are so clearly given so that we know how we got to follow. Otherwise, anybody can say, I am humble. Anybody can say, I am humble, and nobody is there to question whether I am humble or not. Anybody can say, I am grateful. What is the understanding of gratitude? Right? So it is very important to understand through the personal examples. That is why Srila Prabhupada's Leelamrita, for example, it shows every single quality that a Vaishnava should exhibit through Prabhupada's personal intuition. And through the pages of Bhagavatam also we can understand how we can receive, welcome Srimad Bhagavatam in our life. When we are saying I am welcoming Srimad Bhagavatam in our life, it's not just the book alone that I am welcoming. Along with the book, I am welcoming all the blessings and mercy of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada writes very nicely in 1.3.40 purport. What we normally get by, we say, what are the offers that you get when you get some purchase some insurance thing or whatever like that. Here Prabhupada says so very beautifully, one can derive from the study of the Bhagavatam and all the benefits that are possible to be derived from the personal presence of the Lord. It carries with it all the transcendental blessings of Lord Sri Krishna that we can expect from his personal contact. Suppose, we are inviting all big, what do you call, all the CM, governors and all, they are all coming for our ministers and are coming for our temple opening and all that. It becomes a big occasion and they come. So we can just ask them, see, we are doing all these things, if you can allocate some land for us, it will be nice. So they are pleased, automatically they just give. Personally, when they come, then everybody is happy. I think in community also that one person was offering something 4 acres or 4 crores, in the show. So that is personal presence of the person. It acts so much more beneficial. Similarly, when Srimad Bhagavatam is there, it is as good as having personal presence of Krishna. So whatever blessings you may ask from Krishna, you are getting through Bhagavatam already. So when Bhagavatam is with us, we'll say, Krishna, when you stand in front of Krishna, Govinda, please remove my miseries, give me this, give me wealth, give me that, whatever. That is all nothing. Bhagavatam gives all those without even asking. But the greatest thing that Bhagavatam gives to us, irrespective of we are qualified or not, is our entry into the path of pure devotional service, a peak into the pure devotional service, Shuddha Bhakti. No other scriptures and no other path can give entry into that, entry ticket to that, and also give us faithfully. So we need to go through each of these characters more deeply and understand. That's what we have been doing. We learned from Kṛṣṇa, we learned from Chitraketu, how to bring Bhagavatam in our life, how to bring the Bhagavatam qualities in our life. So today we'll see a little bit is left over from our 2 sessions of our discussion on Chitraketu. So we'll just narrate that story and then get 1 or 2 important shlokas and discuss. See, first of all, the story originally started off with Indra offending Brihaspati in the 6th canto, 7th chapter. There was so much attached to his Swargaloka, his position, when everybody was glorifying him, he actually, not forgot, deliberately he offended his spiritual master, Brihaspati. Brihaspati comes to his assembly every day, and when he comes as a spiritual master, he has to wash his feet and all that, and basins and garland, and he gives him a nice seat and all. But because of his the opulence, everybody is glorifying Indra. He thought, I am the man, I am great, I don't need the guru. So when he did that, what he did when Brihaspati came one day, he didn't even give him a seat to chair to sit, or he didn't get up to receive him. He didn't wash his feet or welcome him. Nothing he did. So Brihaspati saw the pride in Indra. Immediately he thought, I mean, he's not going to listen to me. So immediately he thought, Indra is not going to listen to me. He's not in a pride. As soon as pride comes, he said, Kṛṣṇa will not touch us even with a 25 feet long stick. He will hate us. There's one quality that Kṛṣṇa hates. And that is the quality that started Kali. Kali entered into this world through the pride of this Brahmana boy. Because the mature Brahmanas were not at all proud. They were not at all proud. So he couldn't enter anywhere. Because of Parikshit Maharaj's immaculate rule, no Brahmana was proud. Very humble, simple, like that. But this Brahmana boy, because he was only trained but not cultured in devotional service, he became proud. And through that pride, he entered and he cursed Parikshit Maharaj. Now this pride Kṛṣṇa does not like. And Indra also became proud. When he became proud, he didn't respect. Brihaspati left the place. Now Brihaspati, after he left, Indra is showing off as if he is repenting for his mistake. Because one of the greatest thing about pride, one of the last things that a proud man wants is to be glorified as a humble person. And that trick, Kṛṣṇa knows how we follow the trick. Because, that is Pratishthasha. So, what happens? He declares openly to everybody that, see how great offender I am. I have offended, my spiritual master is dissatisfied with me. I am not able to find him anymore. He tries, he is not able to find him. So, that Srila Prabhupada writes very nicely, my spiritual master is dissatisfied with me. That's a beautiful statement. And this shows his pride. If he was truly humble, he should have said, I offended my spiritual master. I dissatisfied my spiritual master. When you say, my spiritual master is dissatisfied with me, it means I did not commit any mistake, but spiritual master became dissatisfied. What can I do? You understand? Now, when we came also, we said traffic was bad, that's why we came late. If you had started 1 hour earlier, you could have come earlier. Isn't it? So our general tendency is to always put the blame on the others. Train was late, bus was late, too much traffic, that person did that. So we always put the blame on others. As long as we put the blame on others, we cannot taste even one bit of devotion. Taking ownership for any failures of even our own dependence is the most important quality that Kṛṣṇa expects us from us as a follower of Srimad Bhagavatam. That was executed beautifully by Kṛṣṇa himself and Yamaraj in Srimad Bhagavatam. When Yamadutas go to capture Ajamla's life, they did not succeed. So they came back. And they said this two Vishnudutas came and they stopped us. We can't capture this Ajamla. Then Yamaraj actually prays to Kṛṣṇa and asks for forgiveness on behalf of his servants. I am sorry, they offended a great devotee like Ajamala. He chanted Narayana's name. Please forgive them on my behalf. The same thing is exhibited by Lord Vishnu himself when the Jaya Vijaya were offended by Jaya Vijaya offended Kumaras. He comes out and he also asks for apologies on behalf of Jaya Vijaya to Kumaras. This is an exalted leadership quality. They don't put the blame on others saying, he did it like that, I am not responsible for that. So this taking ownership starts from there, and even our own karma also we have to take ownership. But here Indra was not taking ownership. He was not taking ownership of his own mistake. He's saying, Brihaspati was dissatisfied, what can I do? Internally, that's what he's telling. It's a big offense. And another important point we saw is that there is a huge difference between offense and hurt. What we are calling as offense, it causes on the platform of false ego. I offend somebody because I am considering I am the doer, I am so and so, I am this, I am that, etc. So that is a false ego platform. Mind and false ego in combination, they create a problem. Whereas, if the other devotee who is offended, who I am offending, if he feels offended, it means he is also reacting on the false ego platform. You understand? If I am offending somebody, I am acting on a false ego. Why are you doing like this, like that? Then he also reacts in the same way. He is getting offended. That is why he is reacting. But if he is going silently away, he is not feeling offended, he is hurt. Kṛṣṇa only deals with those places where at least one party is hurt. The other party is hurt. If both are offended, he will not act. He had this nice example. Kṛṣṇa is taking prasadam in Dwarka. Satyabhama has put a big feast. Now, in the when you see CCTV, he has CCTV. So Kṛṣṇa is seeing one sadhu is walking and suddenly one dog started chasing that sadhu. Okay. That sadhu is running because he has nothing with him, so he has to run for his life. The dog is a wild dog and is chasing. So Kṛṣṇa is immediately getting up from the chair. Satyabhama is asking, what happened to you? What happened to you? Suddenly you are getting up. Suddenly he is asking, what happened to you? So she is asking, so Satyabhama is asking Kṛṣṇa. No, my devotee, the dog is chasing, it's a trouble. So when Kṛṣṇa was about to leave, Satyabhama said, please sit and eat, I have traveled in so much trouble. Your devotees are always in trouble. If you go like that for every time, then you will not be able to eat at all. So then Kṛṣṇa was just, one moment he was standing and then he sat down again. Satyabhama said, I thought you were going to go. No, then by the time what happened, this sadhu found one stone and he started chasing the dog. The dog is now running away and the sadhu is chasing the stone. So Kṛṣṇa said, earlier one dog was chasing the sadhu. No, one dog is chasing another dog, I have nothing to do with it. Sadhu means, there is no difference between sadhu and the dog now. You understood? So when somebody is offending you and you are offended, Kṛṣṇa will not take any action. If somebody is offending you and you are hurt means you are hurt that this person is not behaving all right. He is not using his valuable human form in a proper way. Instead, he is unnecessarily fighting and creating nuisance. And he is wondering why they are not praying to Kṛṣṇa. That is what Lord Shiva did. Unnecessarily, these two parties are cursing and counter-cursing. This Nandi and go and that side with Dhruva and go. So silently he left them. You understand? Without creating anything. Parikshit Maharaj also left silently. He didn't counteract the Brahmana curse. That is why Kṛṣṇa came to him in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. He protected his consciousness. He didn't protect his body. Kṛṣṇa does not protect our body. The sense, as long as it is of no, it is not useful to the. As long as it is useful to the devotional service, it will protect. If it is not, it will just go away. Consciousness or Kṛṣṇa protects.
You should be reacting to the offense. Somebody offended you, should not react to that.
Yeah, we should not react. We should actually see it from a spiritual platform. Unless Kṛṣṇa allows this person to act like this, he will not act. It's not about, this person is deliberately asking Kṛṣṇa, then the sanction is given. If Kṛṣṇa himself is putting that as a person, as an agent, that's there. So, in either of these cases, the devotee will always see that without Kṛṣṇa's sanction, nobody can create trouble to me. Either it may be that Kṛṣṇa is trying to correct me, or it may be that my own karma is coming through this agent, courier boy. He's a courier boy. You don't blame the courier boy for the wrong parcel. Why are we giving it the right? We ordered the wrong item. Right? So, devotees always say, Baddha Sokarma, my own karma only is coming through this thing. So, they will not unnecessarily react. The bull and the cow also, they didn't react when their legs was also cut. Right? So, this is, Prabhupada writes a very beautiful statement in 1:17:22 about this. He says, a devotee's conclusion is that no one is directly responsible for being a benefactor or mischief monger without the sanction of the Lord. Very beautiful statement. 1:17:22. Best purport. 1:17:22. A devotee's conclusion is that no one is directly responsible for being a benefactor or mischief monger without the sanction of the Lord. Therefore, he does not consider anyone to be directly responsible for such action. But in both cases, he takes it for granted that either benefit or loss is God's sent, and thus it is His grace, Krishna's grace. We are on the material platform, mind and Fatsuka platform. You say, he is the cause of my problem. He is the cause of my happiness. So one who is giving happiness, we will be very loving with them. One who is giving trouble, we will show our anger towards them, or scold them or whatever. Right? This is how we treat. But without Krishna's sanction, either of them will do this thing. That is the most important thing. But the person who is part of being that actor, one who is giving you trouble, should not think that hey, Krishna is making me give you trouble. This is very dangerous. If you start thinking like that, from that moment on, he becomes the cause of, he starts accruing karma. We should never think that it's your karma, that's why I killed you. What can I do? I am not at all responsible. Krishna asked Kṛṣṇa. That is dangerous. That is not at all acceptable by Krishna. You understand? This crooked understanding of the Shastra. But when it is happening to us, we should see that without Krishna, nobody can be blessing or nobody can curse us. That's important. Right? So now, this Indra was trying to find out, but the point here is, when he was trying to find out, he didn't find Brihaspati at all. Instead of accepting his mistake, he is going to Brahma and saying, give me another person in place of Brihaspati. We need to do yajna to protect, keep our Swargaloka with us. At any cost, I want Swargaloka with me. So, Brahma chastised them. You didn't respect Brihaspati. He is much more powerful than he is a spiritual master. So, he said, okay, we will give you one other person. What is that person? That person is Vishwarupa. He has this thing called Narayana Kavacha shield, and with that shield, he will protect you. He will give you that protective Kavacha. But the problem is, only one small thing you have to tolerate is that his father is a demigod, mother is a demon. So he will be equal to both. So he will be a little bit loving towards the demon side also. At that time, he accepted, okay. So later there's a yajna time, what is Vishwarupa doing is, one side he is doing Indra Swaga, Agni Swaga, and the other side he is saying Rahu Swaga, Ketu Swaga, like this. Okay, so when he does that, Indra one day suddenly found and this thing and immediately cut off. Then Vishwarupa had 3 heads. All 3 heads he cut off. Now, initially he did mental offense. Now he has done physical offense. This is how when we don't remove the offensive mentality from the root, cause, root from the root, it will keep on producing graver and graver effects. You see? And this is what he did. Then again the sins came to him. Somehow or other he got rid of their sins, and then again they go to, in the meantime what happened, because this Vishwarupa was killed, his father created another demon, that is a Vishwarupa. But this Vitrasura is not a, what do you call, demon. It's a demon externally only. Internally is a pure devotee. How did that devotee become a demon is what is the other story, side of the story. Now this Vitrasura, what did he do? He started devastating this the demigod sect. Again, the demigods were being defeated by the demons. Brahma was also advising that, see, actually you are so powerful that every time there is a fight between demigods and demons, you only win. The demons always lost. But now you are being defeated left, right, and center by the demons because they are worshipping their spiritual master. You are not worshipping your spiritual master. So, as far as Kṛṣṇa is concerned, he doesn't care whether you are a demon or a demigod. He sees whether you are worshipping your spiritual master and following his instruction or not. When you do that, he protects you. Prahlad Maharaj followed his spiritual master. He protected Prahlad Maharaj. Isn't it? You don't understand his point properly. So, what happens is now, Brahma is taking them all, now they are defeated left, right, and center with Vitrasura. Brahma is taking them on to Lord Kṛṣṇa. So they are offering wonderful prayers. At the end of the prayer, Lord Vishnu appears and says that I am very pleased with your prayers and all, but the problem with your prayers is that if a real person will not ask anything other than bhakti from me. And if you are asking anything other than bhakti, you are a fool. And if I give you, I am also a fool. Kṛṣṇa himself is saying this. And that is what is Devata said. In any case, he said, now you go and ask one more person, Dadichi, who is the person who is gave to the Kṛṣṇa. The Kṛṣṇa is the father of Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa only he killed first. Now Kṛṣṇa created Vitrasura. So to kill Vitrasura, they are saying, go to Dadichi, ask for his backbone, spine. And with that, Vishwakarma will make a Navarana and then fight this. These people shamelessly go and ask for the backbone of the spine of Dadichi. Can anybody say that I want to enjoy the sea, you please give up your body? I want to enjoy your wealth, give up your body so that we can enjoy your wealth. Can somebody say like that? This is the level of attachment to where it will go. When you are so much attached to the Sarvaloka, your possession, you are so much attached to your possession, you can go to any extent to kill others, to make others disturbed all that. So somehow or other they got the thing, the spine also, and then they made a thing. And with Vitrasura, they are fighting so much. But Vitrasura was devastating the whole thing. He gives nice instruction also. All these things we discussed for 4 days. I am telling all these things in half an hour. Finally, within the fight, Indra proper writes in the purport. In this situation, actually Indra is the Asura, Vitrasura is the Sura. His name is Vitrasura, but he is actually the demigod. And another purport he writes, Vitrasura, by teaching Indra in the devotional service, in the battlefield also they are fighting and they are discussing devotional service. So there Prabhupada writes, in effect, Vitrasura has become the spiritual master of Indra by his instructions. How nice, beautiful statements he said. Prabhupada is really, that's why we need Prabhupada. It's so glorious. Now, after this is there, somehow Indra kills Vitrasura. Vitrasura is praying beautiful prayers. These 4 prayers that recite, without that it is not complete. Vitrasura's 4 shlokas, Chatusloki Sankarshan is called. 6, 11, I think 23, 24, 25, 26. 6, 11, 25, 26. From 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay. Please chant this one. Aham Hare Kṛṣṇa Dāsa Daso Ravikasmi Bhuyaha Mane Asupate Gunaste Tava Karma Karotu Kayaha. Asking in the battlefield, Uttarasurya is offering his prayers. Oh my Lord, when will I again become the servant of your Lordship? Who don't take anything other than your lotus feet as their ultimate goal. Tava pada ek mula dasana daso, kavitasmi goyam. Manas mare asupate gunamste. When will I start hearing the glories of your transcendental qualities and all that from the mouth of these pure devotees? I am hankering for that. Next is saying, Nanaka Kṛṣṇam Nachaparameshtyam Sarvabhaumam Narasādhipatyam Nayoga Siddhi Apuna Pramampa Samanjasatva Very beautiful prayer. Samanjas is a very, very rarely this word is used to address Krishna. Only place where Krishna is addressed with this word. Samanjas means source of all opportunities. You say, no, hey, whatever opportunity you really here, the opportunity is available. Their opportunity is available. Like that, we say so many opportunities, no? But Krishna is the source of all opportunities. And he's telling Krishna, you are the source of all opportunity, but still, I don't want to become the ultimate ruler of Satyaloka or Sargaloka or Burloka or Narakloka, or I don't want to become a perfect yogi. I don't want to become be even liberated also. Provided it doesn't have the opportunity for service. I can go to all these places if I can serve you or your devotees. But if there is no opportunity for service, I don't want any of these things. This is how he is asking. Beautiful, beautiful point. Then it's really three examples very nicely how he is hankering for Krishna. Ajata Priyeva He's saying, I'm anchoring for your association and service, like Ajata Paksha. The birds, the small birds, baby birds which has not grown being saved. It cannot fly. So the mother has to bring the food for all of them. I will see in that nest how they are all jumping and making so much sound. Their mouth will be bigger than their body. So much hunger they have. And the mother, we can't wait for the mother to come and give. Eva Mataram Kalaha. Just like how these birds are waiting for their mother, I am waiting for you to come and give me your mercy. Next, Stanyamata Vasatara Sudata, the calf they will tie it aside, and the man will have tied the cow separately. So the calf, the moment it is released, it will go and run and hit the udder of the mother. That is how it is so beautifully made. Third is Or if the husband is gone away from the house for a long time, the wife will be waiting at home with so much when she will come back home like that. So I am waiting for you like this. These examples is giving. Mano Arandaksha Didrikshate. Didrikshate means I am waiting with the eyes wide open. I'm waiting in the door. So this is the example third he is telling. Then last one, Namo Tama Shloka Janeshu Satyam Samsara Chakre Brahmata Swakarmabhiti Maya Achattasya Uttama Shloka Janeshu Sakyam is saying, I want association of your devotees. Uttama Shloka Janeshu Sakyam. Samsara Chakra Brahmataha Swakarma. But I am moving around in this material because of my own karma. No one else is the cause of my problem. My own karma is the cause of it. Nothing else is that. The day we come to this conclusion, our devotion starts. Till that day, whatever chanting you have done, whatever Navratri you have done, whatever Bhagavatam we have read, it is only to bring us to this point only. That is not accounted for in our, even if you are initiated, that is not accounted for. Because at the end of the day, if I start blaming this is the cause, that is the cause, this is the thing, then Krishna does not make. Krishna does not accept our devotional service. At the end of the day, unless and until Krishna accepts our devotional service, what is the use of our devotional service? I can speak the hundreds and thousands of classes and by heart so many shlokas and all these things, big things, we can give pravachans. But if Krishna does not accept it, what is the use? This is the main point you should understand. So he is so beautifully telling, Samsara Chakra Brahmataha Swakarma Vihi. Twan Maya, your Maya energy only. But I am getting attracted to it and I am roaming around in this world. Your Maya, you are not the cause of my problem. Your Maya is there, but I am the one who is going and like the wine shop is there. He is not putting an advertisement to all of us, come here, we have kept wine shop. The wine shop is there. You are going and we are getting attracted to that. Right? He is not to be blamed for it. We are to be blamed for it. That blame when we take upon ourselves, our devotional service starts. The devotional service which can please Krishna is the only time. So this is very difficult for us to digest. But there's no other option, you have to digest. That is why we are very afraid of coming to Bhagavatam. Because Bhagavatam doesn't do hanky-panky business, it just gets cuts off straight. Straight, it cuts off through the falsico, it cuts through. It cuts through the falsico, passes a knife through our falsico. Falsico, as long as falsico is there, we are enjoying. Nice, everybody is glorifying. Cuts through, really. Many times, a spiritual master is on Mahavishnu somewhere, I would tell devotees that, you give class. Why don't you, will say, Maharaj, Maharaj, you should. No, you give class, I will go away. You will sit and listen. And then next day when they come, you ask, what kind of class you are giving, man? You are not practicing anything, you are giving big shlokas you are telling, like that you will fire us. First you will tell, you give very nice class, come on, you will become puffed up. You say, okay, yes, Maharaj, he's told us to give class, maybe I am qualified. None of us are qualified without the mercy of Krishna Prabhupada and our spiritual wisdom. And nothing without them. That is the most important thing. Now he is telling on this shloka and he is praying so beautifully and fights till the end, even swallows Indra, but somehow or other, because he had Narayana Kaksha within this Indra, he cut open and he comes out and Vritarasura goes back to Shankar. Indra did not get his Swargaloka back even after this. Most important. The whole Bhagavatam only in 2 instances he doesn't get Swargaloka back, even after defeating the demons. One is here, because he created a biggest offense of killing a pure devotee. So that offense started chasing him. For more than 1 full year of his time, some several hundred years of his time, he had to live away from nothing, without food, without sleep, without nothing, had to roam around everywhere. And then take shelter of the stem of the lotus. In the meantime, someone else became Indra. Another one, Nahusha, became Indra. And he also fell down. This is a problem with the chair. No, it's not a problem of Indra. Anybody who sits in that chair behaves like that only. That Indra, I am the owner of Swargaloka. When power and position is given to somebody, they get succumb to that power and position. Their ego, everything goes somewhere. So that is why devotees never hanker for Nadanam, Najanam, Sundarim, Kavitam, Vajagushakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is praying like that. Because as soon as some power or position comes, it corrupts. We have to be very, very careful. As long as we remember that this is for service to Kṛṣṇa, we are safe. This power is given by Kṛṣṇa to me to serve Kṛṣṇa, all his devotees and all the living. Why this place you have to build so nicely? Because there is a desire to serve all the living entities and everybody. Why you are serving prasadam every day? You can just build the building and go away. Not to worry about it. But we know Prabhupada's temple means prasadam is served every day. We have to maintain the standards. You put Iskcon Miyapur, you put like that. So you are doing so nicely. And people are happy, they are coming, taking prasadam and going. This is how they will start. Slowly, first they will come to take prasadam. Slowly they will come and they will stand in the prasadam counter and serve prasadam. We also came like that, isn't it? So then Vritrasura leaves his body, he goes to Sankarsana Loka, Indra suffers, and now Kalacakra asks a very beautiful question. Who is this Asura? We thought this Asura is Asuras means they are totally in material consciousness. But he is simply pure devotee. How it also happened? Then Sukadeva Goswami narrates the flashback story. What was his previous life before this? That is when the story of Chitraketu is beautifully introduced. Now comes the Chitraketu. He is a wonderful, wonderful king. He was ruling the whole earth. And now no mistake, nothing, everything is impeccable rule. Everybody is satisfied. There's no one who had go through trouble in his but he had one trouble. He didn't have one son. He didn't have a child, basically. A son to take over from him. That bothered him like anything. He tried everything possible, and there's no disqualification on his part. He was completely full of youth, vigor, full of beauty, handsome, everything is nice. And in the process of getting a child, fulfilling the desire of getting a child, he married 1 crore wives. 10 million means 1 crore, no? 1 crore wives. Imagine, just do some little calculation. Every single day you are marrying one lady also. In a year you can marry only 365. For us, we have to say, put invitation, call people, do prasadam, all that thing. And being a king, you should be calling the whole of his kingdom, everybody, all citizens should come and take prasadam. And what I really appreciate is that I wish I were one of the citizens during Chitraketu's rule. Every day you will get to marriage meals, right? Even if you do that, I'm telling you, even if you do 1 marriage a day, in 100 years you can marry only 36,500 Matajis. But he had married 1 crore wives. In full, I don't know how he managed all these things by along with this other side of things. But the point is that, see, this has sometimes called, all of us have some shortage in our life, isn't it? Is there anyone who says, I have nothing to worry? Any of us think like that? No, we don't think that. There's always something that will be short in us. Somebody will be short of wealth, somebody will be short of health, Somebody will be short of intelligence, somebody will be short of, say, they will not be married, they will not have a job, they will not have children. So many shortages will be there. But if you are looking at to fulfill every one of those shortages, you will never have time for leading a peaceful life. Just accept that as Krishna's arrangement. Wherever there is shortage, that is where Krishna will come and fill in. When you are having one shortage in one thing, fill it up with Bhagavatam. You will not have any trouble at all. You will not even feel the shortage. Provided you have Bhagavatam in your life. Bhagavatam is the balancing factor of the samatha. Completely to bring that feeling of satisfaction, irrespective of whether some thing is missing in your life or you over and above in your life, whatever. Somebody will have a short lifespan, doesn't matter. Whatever lifespan you have, you will be Krishna conscious, that's all. Krishna doesn't say only if you are a devotee for 80 years, 100 years, I will take you. Even 1 year, 1 second, you are Atanga Rishi, he had only Maharaj, he had only 1 second, he said, I will become Krishna conscious, go away. Right? So the amount of time is not the concern. The intensity of our devotion is the concern. How much ever you are intense, to that extent, Krishna will say, even 1 second you are intense, also Krishna will accept it. But that intensity must be there. Right? So here Chitraketu was having this one small thing. We should appreciate Chitraketu actually. In spite of that shortcoming, he is still continuing to serve as his citizens very, very magnanimously. He did not let his pain affect the others in his kingdom. Normally what to do, if I am success with something, I will go and find anybody and everybody in my radar. In my radar, whoever is there, I will go and find. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because he is angry, so let's not disturb him. That is not the right way. You receive some thing from others, you absorb it. But don't let others, innocent people, affect by it. Get affected by it. So Chitraketu was very careful about it. So none of the citizens are affected. But internally he was feeling this pain, this shortcoming was there, all this. So what did he do? One day Krishna sent Angira Muni to correct this thing. Because he saw Krishna is a nice devotee. He worships very nicely. But only problem is he has this one small desire. So let's send one of my exalted Vaishnava Angira Muni to fix this problem. So there are 2 ways to fix the problem. One way is to get the transcendental knowledge, and then irrespective of whether the child is there or not, or you married or not, he will be at peace. Other problem is to go through it and experience the problem and then come out of it. Right? So now this, when he went, he receives Angira Muni very nicely. Angira Muni asks him what any problem. He says, I have this child is not there, the problem. Then he says, okay, I am giving you this key from Yajna. You give it to one of your priests. Then child will be born. He also take, child will be born. He was so happy. The moment this was given, he gave the part of that key to his wife, one of the wife, and he also took. And then Angira Muni told him that now you will get a son who will be the cause of both your happiness and lamentation. He didn't hear it properly. This is the problem. When we are too much in joy, we don't understand this word. When we are in suffering only, we understand this word properly. When you are too much in joy, we miss the in between things. So that is why it is better. Suffering is better than happiness. Always you become more wise and sagacious when you are only going through troubles and troubles. Always success, always happiness means you will be very immature. And that's why nowadays this generation also continuously they are putting 99, 99.5, 99.6, 99.7, and they don't get to see what failure means. One time they get to 99, they become very upset. So suicide and this and that attempt. What is this nonsense? So in order to boost their ego, you are giving mark after mark after mark, or give very easy question paper and all that. And you are creating generations of children who don't have the willpower or the strength of mind to withstand, strong mind to withstand failures. It's very difficult, right? So this Harsha Shoka is the name he gave. He thought, oh, the Rishi did not only give me son, but he gave the name also for that son. He said, okay, I will call him Harsha Shoka. Now child is born. His joy knows no bounds, jumping around like crazy, going everywhere, giving sweets. Barsar, come today, all the citizens, they will be getting sari, dhoti, kurta, everything, or gold necklace, this, that, everything, all of you will get. Everybody was given. Everybody came and blessed and went away. Because if you get gold jewels and all that, who will not bless? Everybody will bless. They all blessed and went away. They were very happy. He got the child. But the remaining 99,99,999 wives are not happy. You give only to one wife. This is the another thing that we should understand. In the process of fulfilling our desires, we do too much material endeavors that every one of those endeavors will come and react to in our life. This is the most important lesson we learn from him. Every one of that endeavor to fulfill that desire will come back to haunt us. He could have stopped with one wife, but he kept on marrying so many wives. Not only that he wants a son, but those wives also want son, no? Only then they will feel fulfilled. So they were wondering, oh, we are not qualified, only the Prithatati is qualified. He's forgot them totally. Earlier he was going to their home at least. But once he got the child, he totally forgot them. Many times we also do. We go behind some donors for Lakshmi. But after they give the Lakshmi, then we forgot. And then they think that, hey, then that affects them. Many times in Iskcon, think we have heard this. They say, these people came and spent every day he was coming. After we got the donation, he is not even coming to my street also. Not visible also. These are all the ways how we neglect the living entities. And that neglect is worse than killing. My spiritual master used to say, killing also one stab is dead, that's it. But this neglect, it affects them so badly that people become depressed because of that. Never we should neglect living entities. At least make a phone call and talk to them. If not, at least write a message or have something, some kind of a communication to tell them. And how many times we are also affected. Those who are devotees, we have also been affected so many times that, oh, this person is neglecting me, the person is neglecting me. So here, even though Chitraketu was not intentionally doing that, they all felt neglected because he married them for a purpose. But when he got the purpose, he didn't care about them. Got the purpose fulfilled through one person, he didn't care about them. How much they will be feeling. So they all were thinking your use and throw policy, they call it. You use and like a tissue paper. Use and throw it into the flash. That's it. This mentality Kṛṣṇa also does not like. That is why this is actually a total opposite of gratitude quality. It's an anti-gratitude quality. When we are grateful, we will be thanking them always. But when we are not grateful, we will just use them opportunistic, matlabi people will say, no? They'll just use them and throw. That's it. And being a devotee, if we do, it creates more impact on us. More severe offenses happen to us. It's a very important thing that we should think through. Otherwise, what happens, we are using, like, in the computer, there is this called widget or icon. See, you will see that, push it in the trash, drag and drop into the trash like that. So people also we will be using like widgets. You want, okay, job done, move on. I don't need you anymore. This job I want, oh Prabhu, please come. Without you, this will not work. All them. Then they will come and they will do the work. After that, use and throw. Duryodhana was doing like that. Use and throw business. So we are not Duryodhanas. We are followers of Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandavas. Yudhishthira Maharaj was always grateful. Even 50 years ago, when somebody has done something, they will remember it. That is called Kṛṣṇa. Whatever has been done to us, you remember it. That is what Kritagyata means. So now he neglected. The result came to haunt him. They all combined together, made a plan to add poison into the milk and fed to the child. And the child was 5 years old only. He drank the poison and died. And then this father and mother are inconsolable. This Chitraketu and Kritaketu. Crying, blaming blaming Kṛṣṇa, blaming Providence, everything they are blaming and blaming. At that time again, Angiramuni, Angiramuni and Nardamuni again come. They come when we are in trouble only. That's why when you was in joy, Angiramuni went away. Though he is in trouble again, he came. Right? Those who are Kṛṣṇa, those who are wanting something from us, they will come when we are joyful. Those who want to give us some relief or some happiness, like Kṛṣṇa and saintly people, they will come when we are in distress to give something. Prabhupada, that's what he did. Everybody is in distress. He didn't go to earn any single penny. He went around only to give Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. He only wanted to give bliss to the whole world. And he gave. Everybody experienced it also. We are also sitting here and experiencing the same thing. He is in the form of Murti is there. In the form of his words he is here. Right? In each one of our hearts he is there. That is why we are successful. In any center we take, moment you put Prabhupada Murti, the Murti is the temple is successful. Then automatically everything else will come. Understand? Now, the whole point here is, after this, Angiramuni and Nardamuni, they advise in so many different ways. No, we are all just temporary thing. We just come for a few moments. We are going away, and like that. And also they got some nice thing, but still a small little ray of hope in Chitraketu that they are all great mystics. If they can bring this child back to life, how nice it will. So Nardamuni wanted to remove that last trace of expectation. So no expectation is the best expectation. If you have slightest expectation also, our devotional service will be mixed devotions. No purity will not be there. We should not expect any material reciprocation from Krishna. If at all you expect, give me more service. That is very much. Material reciprocation should never be asked. Then it becomes contaminated. Allowed devotions, not unallowed. So what happens? Nardamuni understood that. I said, I have a mantra. By chanting that mantra, I can bring your child back to life. Is it? Can you please do that? So Nardamuni chants a mantra, and then the child comes to life. Suddenly that dead body wakes up. Imagine if this dead body suddenly wakes up, how it first will be shocked. And then we will be, those who are lovingly living, they will be happy. Those who are very happy for his death will be unhappy. Right? So the whole point is, now the child is that the Atma starts speaking. See here, the very nice sentence, Jiva Vacha. It doesn't say Harsha Shoka Vacha. It says Jiva Vacha, means the Atma is speaking, not the body. The moment Atma left the body, it forgot the connection. It forgets the connections with the body and related to the body. So when it came back, he looks around here like this, and then like a amnesia person, he totally lost the whole thing. And he's saying, who are these people crying? Imagine something like that happens to us. You sing so lovingly, oh, I am missing, oh, you lost. And that person goes into coma, or when they come out, they don't recognize you. Your whole love will be gone. Because our love depends on how much the other person reciprocates. You see, they should reciprocate. No? If they don't reciprocate, how will you love? There's no point loving this person. There's no reciprocation at all. Right? Now you're all sitting here, I am speaking, all of you are looking at your phone or somewhere here, somewhere there. Then I will finish the class first. And then close and say, let's go for Prasad. But you are all, I can see many of you are hearing the thing attentively, so I am able to speak. So this reciprocation is what's expected. So this child is telling, I moved into so many lives, in which life they were father and mother. Best example. And then he's saying, this now all these instructions, beautiful instructions are spoken by this child only. Okay, this child is telling that I don't know who are these people. The moment the soul leaves the body, the relation between that soul and this rest of the people is finished. Now, suppose very dear person is there. If that person dies, and after that he goes into some other body, he will not remember what was in the previous body. Best proof is we only. We are not remembering our previous life. So how will they remember their previous life? Right? So we are not remember. We don't remember our previous life. So they won't remember. So if they don't remember their previous life, how will they remember that, oh, my uncle, my auntie, my mother, my father, and all that? They will not remember. So there's no point in keep on crying that, hey, my brother is gone, my sister is gone, my mother is gone, my father. There's no sense to that. There's no point in that. So after giving all these instructions, the child goes away. Thank you for bringing me here. I did my job. Please let me go into my next service. Now Chitraketu and all the people, including those who killed the child, they came to senses. There's no point of all this crying and this thing. You are also envious out of false ego, dream. Everything in this world is shuttered into a cave of dream. Yesterday was a dream. Today morning and up to now, before is dream. Tomorrow morning, now it will be also a dream. Except except spiritual activities that which we do in this life, everything else goes into dream. No value. You may be saying 50 years, 60 years. In the 50 years, 60 years, how many incidents you remember? Hardly 4 or 5 incidents, that's all. That also is not very fondly. That's much at least our thing. So the child goes away. Now Chitraketu realizes completely. He surrenders to Narad Muni. He becomes a pure devotee by the association of the spiritual master Narad Muni and Angira Muni. Within 7 days, not only taught him mantras to glorify and please Lord Sankarsana. That is why Dhritarashtra is chanting Chaturshloki Sankarsana. He remembers from his past life. Okay, he remembers Narad Muni also. He says, when we like to serve my Guru Maharaj Narad Muni, he says like that. You understand? So now he is within 7 days of chanting that mantra, he goes to Sankarshan Loka and sees the Lord face to face. See how just by the touch of the spiritual master, a normal person who had all material desires or whatever, just like that he becomes pure devotee. This is the power of the devotee spiritual master. We also have a pure devotee spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. His books are there. He is waiting to speak to us. Unless you open and hear what he is saying, it will not make sense to us. Right? And unless it purifies our life, how can we be a purification of others? See, an iron piece is there. Always, if it is in contact with magnet, it will become magnet. And when it becomes magnet, it can go and touch any iron piece and make that also into magnet. Correct? But if this iron has not become magnet, how can it want to touch another iron and make it into magnet? Very simple logic. Correct? We have to become pure. We have to, even before becoming pure devotee, we have to at least accept that pure devotion. This is what it is. No blaming anybody, no expectations, no envy upon anybody. Just simply humbly serve everybody with loving and lovingly you serve, thinking that they are all part and parcel of Kṛṣṇa. So like this he is going and now he is offering beautiful prayers to Lord Sankarshan. In this verse 6:16-34, this one verse we will try to read today. This one verse, I am telling you, we read for almost 20-25 hours non-stop with my Guru Maharaj. And still he was not done with it. He was giving more and more out of this one shloka. Best shloka, 6:16-34. Chitraketu vacha, please repeat. Ajita jitahas Samamativihi sadhubirvavan jitatmabirvavata vihitaste abhicha bhajata akamatmanam ya atmado adhikarunaha Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You know, this is the best verse, best verse. Okay, so please repeat. Chitraketu said, O unconquerable Lord, although you cannot be conquered by anyone, see the beauty. O unconquerable Lord, although you cannot be conquered by anyone, you are certainly conquered by devotees. See, this is like teasing Krishna. You are Ajita, but definitely you are Jita. You are unconquerable, but some people can easily conquer you. That is devotees. But then, what kind of devotees can conquer you? Not any Tom, Dick and Harry devotees can conquer you. One is they should have certain specific qualities. So that is listed one by one. Right? O unconquerable Lord, although you cannot be conquered by anyone, you are certainly conquered by devotees who have control of the mind and senses. This is the main thing. As long as you have control of the mind and senses, the first tick mark is done. Okay, you can conquer the unconquerable Lord. How nice it is. You cannot conquer that person at all. He is Ajita. Nobody in 3 words. Evra yaso jita jito hopi. Asita istilokya. In all the 3 lokas, he cannot be conquered. But devotees can certainly conquer. And that kind of a devotee, what are the qualities? First thing is here controlled is mind and senses. Ajita jitaha samamativihi. For all victory, defeat, samamati. Curse, blessing, samamati. Success, failure, samamati. You got the opportunity, you lost the opportunity, samamati. Gain, loss, samamati. That is the control of mind. First thing. Then he goes further. They can keep you. They means who? The devotees who have control their mind and senses. They can keep you under their control because you are causelessly merciful to devotees who desire no material profit from you. Akamatmana. No kama. They don't desire, they have not come to anything, to desire anything material from you. Kalacakra is the best example. Kalacakra goes to Lord Ranganath and he prays, Na asta dharme na vasuni chaye, naiva kama upabhoge. Yadyat bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanu rupam. The Lord is asking, man, this is what people all come for. Na asta dharme. I do not come here for asti dharma and all that. Now, vasuli chahiye. I have not come here to collect wealth, ask for Lakshmi from you. Naiva kam upabhage, not for enjoying material facilities also I have not come here. Yadyat bhavyam bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanu rupam. Whatever happens, let it happen because of my previous karmas. So Krishna is asking, people are coming for this only all the time. What are you come for? Yetat prapya mama bahumata. Tat padam purva nishala bhakti rastan. But I want one most valuable thing. What is that? Unflinching devotional service unto your lotus feet. That is all I have come to ask for. This is the akamatpanam devotees. Right? Such people can have control of you. See, they can keep you under their control. See, the devotees can keep Kṛṣṇa under their control. Amazing thing. The gopis keep Kṛṣṇa under their control. Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj keep Kṛṣṇa under their control. Pandavas can keep Kṛṣṇa under their control. Rukmini, Satyabhama, all the queens, they can keep Kṛṣṇa under their control. Why? Because you are cautious and merciful to devotees who desire no material profit from you. This is the most important thing. When devotees are all standing in a queue asking for Kṛṣṇa is giving charity in Dwarka. The devotees are all standing in a queue. One is asking, oh Kṛṣṇa, I want wealth. He is giving Tatastu. Kṛṣṇa, I want gold. Tatastu. Kṛṣṇa, I want to go to foreign countries. Tatastu. Like that, he gives one by one all that. Somebody comes and asks, Kṛṣṇa, I want your pure bhakti. He pushes to the side. Go to the side. Wait for some time. Narada is standing there and asking, Kṛṣṇa, you are done, I tell you. All these people are asking all these material things, you are immediately giving and blessing them. Those who are asking for a pure devotee, you are keep making them wait. As it is, devotees are very rare. You are making them wait also. How will they come? They will all go away. But Kṛṣṇa gives beautiful answer. He says, Muni, you don't know. The moment they ask for pure devotion and I give them pure devotion, I should become their slave. Wherever they are calling, I have to go. I should know who is that person to whom I have to become slave. This is the power of pure devotion. Kṛṣṇa becomes our slave. That is what conquering means. How amazing this verse is. Now you start enjoying this verse. First you sing without understanding the meaning. Then you will understand the Sanskrit sound vibration. 50% is done, or 20% is done. When you start understanding the word-to-word meaning, translation and purport, then you start enjoying it fully. Then you will chant with joy. Right? Last time. Indeed, you give yourself to them. And because of this, you also have full control over your devotees. So love means you also give yourself to them, they also give themselves to you. Then there is proper exchange of love and both of them can conquer each other. See, Prabhupada writes in the purport so beautifully. The Lord and the devotees both conquer. That is why in our first shloka what you say? Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye. Prabhupada writes in the translation, Srimad Bhagavatam is a very means of conquest. We say, no, this Mughal Empire came and conquered this person, that Rajput conquered this person. Right? Like that, it's a very means of conquest. Bhagavatam is the way through which you can conquer Kṛṣṇa. Arrest Kṛṣṇa, conquer Kṛṣṇa. After they conquer, what they do? They put them into the jail. Isn't it? They arrest them and put them into the jail. What did happen to that Venezuela person? They arrested him, they conquered Venezuela, arrested and put him in the jail. Right? That is the same thing we are doing to Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa, Bhagavatam says, Sadhyo Vrityavaruttri Sushrushubhis Tatkshanat. When you really start loving Srimad Bhagavatam, start following and living that principle, living your life in the Bhagavatam way, then Kṛṣṇa becomes arrested in our heart. You know what is arrest means? The key is with you. Unless you open the lock, he will not go out. He cannot go. You have the control over him. Understand? So this is how all the devotees show how to arrest Kṛṣṇa. Duryodhana wanted to arrest Kṛṣṇa without bhakti. He couldn't arrest. Kalayavana wanted to catch Kṛṣṇa without bhakti. He could not catch. Yashoda ran behind Kṛṣṇa with bhakti. She caught hold. So Rukmini and Satyabhama could arrest Kṛṣṇa. Pandavas could arrest Kṛṣṇa because of pure bhakti. He doesn't punch to anybody without pure bhakti. That's it. See how nice it is. Both conquer. The Lord is conquered by the devotees and the devotees are conquered by the Lord. So as soon as you conquer, you arrest them. That's it. After that point, until you let the person out, you will not go. How beautiful this is. You have no time, but otherwise, such a beautiful purport. This one purport you read, verse and purport you read, your life is successful. And we will fall in love with Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna, Jai Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare Gaur Premanande, Krishna Prabhupada Vyavacha, Patitanam, Ki Jai.